Scorpio, welcome to your mid-February energy check-ins reading here. And we're going to be pulling some cards on the messages that are coming through from the three planets that are going into Aquarius. That's Mercury, Venus and Mars. It starts off with Mercury going into Venus, not into Venus, into Aquarius on the 5th of February. And it comes into Pisces on the 23rd of February. And then we have Mars going into Aquarius on the 13th of February. And then after that, we have Venus going into Aquarius in the 16th of February. The thing is that all those planets on the opposite side of the sun to the Earth. So all the messages that are coming through those planets and through that moment of Aquarius, because we're in Aquarius season, is coming through the vibration of the sun. And we've seen that on Cymatic TV. The sun has been hugely active since since Mercury has moved into Aquarius, and it hasn't stopped right up to the time now. It's still knocking out some really big flares, and I go into how these flares and these vibrations can affect your chakras and your aura and your emotions over on Cymatic TV. So you might want to go over there and have a look at that. You'll find a link for that channel, our sister channel, all about energy, in the description below. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull three cards on your relationship side according to those sort of three planets as well. Let's start off with your relationship side here. The initial sort of messages I'm getting here is that we've all had disappointments in the past. And I think here is Mercury's message to you in Aquarius is all about knowing those disappointments, owning them, and moving on. I think you did have the Five of Cups. Yeah, you did have it up there, the Five of Cups, in your monthly reading as well, which you had the Seven of Cups that came along with it. And this time you got the Seven of Swords that are coming in through Venus, because we got Mercury, Mars and Venus, because that's the way in which they flow into Aquarius. You've got the Page of Wands from Mars, so this is giving you that idea of playing with your passions to let go of that disappointment. And once you do that, that's when you're going to find your passionate pathway, which you just need to follow. You just need to go ahead and live it. Because when you do, that's going to be the best way to defend your pathway. You're not going to sort of take sort of second best, if I was you. But you do need to explore your passions. And I think that's what the message is coming through. With the Five of Cups, you get the Devil. Devil is in the detail here. This is how I look at the Devil card. There's also a bit of obsession as well. If you do look at your disappointments and get obsessed about your disappointments, you're not going to see those two cups that on the just behind the Five of Cups there, that just behind that person there is the Two of Cups. It's getting into alignment with yourself and just seeing it's this message that's coming through from Mercury into Aquarius at the moment is giving you that message of finer details of what the disappointments were within your life, so then you no longer have to live them. With the Page of Wands, you get the Emperor card. This is really good. Owning your passions, owning your connections with other people, exploring your passions, knowing your getting confidence in your physical engagement within your relationships that are around you in a very controlling way. Not that you're controlling other people, it's having control over your emotions or your passions, and allowing your passions to feed your relationships that are around you in a very sure way. And that's what I mean by sort of controlling. You know the limits of your empire. That's what the Emperor is all about. And then you get the Page of Wands with the Seven of Wands as well. Yeah, it's a learning curve that once you start realizing how to apply your passions within life, it opens up a whole new learning curve. It's a phrase that I like, that I used to use a lot. Someone who knows they know nothing the moment they know. You might need to rewind that. So basically, the moment you know about the situation, it puts clarity on the situation, then that situation's done. Then all of a sudden you're confronted with a whole new situation because of what you knew. So then the moment you know nothing. The moment you know. So it's all a part and parcel of the learning curve and how you instigate your passions within your emotions in your life. Yes, you need to nurture this. You need to nurture this idea of getting over a disappointment, getting past a disappointment in the past. And this could be to do with family, this could be to do with friends, this could be to do with community. But whatever it is, you're nurturing. It's like pulling out a splinter. You know, it's done slowly but surely, but when it does finally go, doom, you go, ah, yes, that's great. And I think this is what the message is here for you on the purifying month of February, is understanding that and getting through that and moving on to something else. With the Page of Wands and the Emperor card, you get the Four of Wands. I think from this disappointment is allowing you now finally to be in alignment with other people, maybe even to get married, maybe to go into a new relationship, finally to sort of open the doors of love and allow a relationship to blossom, a connection with another person. It could well be moving in with that person. It seems to be very concrete, very with this Mars influence here. This is giving a certain degree of structure to your passions and your connection with another person or with other people that are around you. And with this assurance, yes, it could well be an offering of marriage in your life. With this assurance, as I was saying, that's coming through from Mars and connecting to you to other people in a beautiful way, you know this pathway. You know this pathway that you should be going down, and you're learning all the time. You're exploring your passions, and as you explore your passions, someone's coming in here to offering you this sort of love. And I think this is where it comes out with the Seven of Cups at the top, with the Moon card. Yeah, and you've got the Seven of Cups twice. It is seeing that evident path according to your passions. And I think that's where it's going to possibly open the door where either you're offering your heart to someone or someone's offering their heart to you. So like a knight in shining armor that's coming in to help you with that sort of scenario, that sort of disappointment within the past. Okay, let's just see how the influences are happening on your financial sort of side. See what's going on there. With Mercury, you get the Eight of Pentacles, getting down to work, getting down to this new, this is twice you've got the Eight of Pentacles on this side of here. You had it on your monthly readings, which is connecting the past to your future. And the Mercury is sort of saying, don't forget about doing the work. Opening the doorway is one thing. Next thing is you've got to go through it and actually live it. And this is where Mercury is sort of saying the opportunity that is coming or that is on your doorstep, at some point you have to put in the time and effort in order to do this and plant this beautiful seed for this future. This is where Mars is coming in. Mars is bringing in something that's very concrete, very passionate. It's a seed of a future. And I think that ties in with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, which you had on your monthly reading. The Ace of Pentacles here is that sort of new passion that's coming into your life. It's the out with the old and in with the new, with the Ace of Wands, which you had down here, which is the influence from the universe, is now turning into something concrete and turning your passions into something very, very solid. And look at that, you get the Ten of Pentacles at the top. This is to do with Venus. This is to do with your emotions. These are to do with how you open up to and to your life and realize that you have absolutely huge amounts of abundances. Once you put the work in, and the time is now, once you put the work in, you're going to get some really good results coming through for you. Let's just see what the Light Seers cards have got us. Yeah, I think if you put the work in, you're going to get the results. I think this is what the message is coming in from Mercury. You're going to get the results in regards to your job, your business and your projects once you start putting the work in. And it's, how is it going to affect your passions? Yeah, this is something new. This is a whole new sort of direction for you, I think, in regards to your finances. It's the start of a journey. It's a bit of a leap of faith, but I think it's a very calculated leap of faith. You didn't have the Fool card. Yes, you did. No, you had the Hangman. But it's because you may have seen things in a different way in order to get that Ten of Pentacles to be the result. And it's going off on this new journey, I think, is going to bring a lot of benefits for you. And with that Ten of Pentacles, this is nothing but abundance for you. An abundance through feeling very secure about where you're going and what you're doing. And it's going to be in alignment with your emotions and how you feel about life, how you feel about the job or the business or the projects. If it doesn't feel right, I wouldn't do it, basically. I would only invest in things that are really feeling right for you, that stimulate you in a really good way. All of a sudden, you know that if you put in the work, you're going to get the good results. That's what that's all about. That's what the message is here, and I think you should really follow it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You put in the good work, you get the good results, and you finish off by having this ascension moment. This is what the message is. If you want that ascension moment, if you want to be doing exactly what you feel you should be doing in life, this is where, you've got to put the time in, you've got to put the effort in. Nothing comes for free. But once you do, this is where it opens a whole new doorway of opportunity for you. Five of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool cards. I don't feel that there's conflict here at all. I don't think there's conflict between you and another person. I think it's basically the situation here with the Five of Wands is that you're that person there that's extracted yourself from a dimension or a paradigm that didn't really correspond to you, that was a bit sort of conflictual, that made you work hard but didn't really get the results and that sort of thing. And now you're being the best example of yourself here. I think you've realised a lot of things, or you're going to be realising a lot of things about how you put your passions into life. And you're going to start making it work for you by being the best example that you can be in accordance to your passions in life. Look at that. That's what Venus brings you. It brings you that Ten of Pentacles, that ultimate abundance, that Queen of Pentacles, that knowing and that assurance of where you're going in the future. And it's going to be this Wheel of Fortune moment where it's almost as if like you're going to be saying by the end of February, I'm not going back to what it was in the past. I'm only going towards the future. And there's a certain same application that you should be doing on your relationship side as well. It's going to bring some beautiful things for you. A very magical month. It finishes off in a way of which you can apply yourself in the manifestation of your future. The full reading, the influence from cymatic TV, from the influence from the sun, I think is really important here, because and you can see that full video on how it affects your chakras, because it's affecting your sacrum and your solar plexus, as well as your third eye and your throat chakra. And this is how we sort of like purify our fundamental desires, and then we start applying our determination within our solar plexus, and this allows us to manifest with using our third eye and our throat chakra. This is what the sun has been chucking out this way, and it's really bringing things down into a real clear vision of how we take things forward. Okay, you can go over there and see that. There's loads of links in the description below. The sun is now coming through far too much for me on this beautiful winter's day. Yes, I will see you soon. In the meantime, all that's left of me to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.